Hello, everyone. My name is Crystalline Shelton, and I am a certified advanced QuickBooks Pro advisor and a licensed CPA. Today, I want to share with you 7 steps small businesses can take to make next tax season a breeze. Each year, small businesses and taxpayers alike spend a ton of time searching for receipts and looking for anything they can use to take a deduction. And many times, January through April ends up being a very stressful time, both for tax professionals who prepare tax returns and for taxpayers and small businesses alike. But it really doesn't have to be. Today, what I'm going to share with you will help you to look forward to tax season. I know. It sounds impossible, but it's actually possible. So before we dive in, I'd like to share just a little bit about myself so you can get to know me, and then I will share with you the 7 steps. I am certified in QuickBooks, both QuickBooks Online and QuickBooks Desktop, for more than a decade. I have more than 25 years in the accounting field, and my degree is actually in accounting. I have more than 15 years experience working directly with small businesses. I am an adjunct instructor, so I teach accounting and bookkeeping for UCLA. I am the author of 3 Amazon best-selling books, Mastering QuickBooks 2020, Mastering QuickBooks 2021, and most recently, Mastering QuickBooks 2022. At the bottom of this video, there is going to be a link where you can actually purchase my latest book, Mastering QuickBooks 2022. I also provide group coaching for small business owners. So each week, I have what's called a QuickBooks Boot Camp. You can register for the boot camp. They're 3 weeks in a row, typically held from noon to 1:30 Central Standard Time. We'll also include a link at the bottom of this video that will allow you to register. Actually, the May boot camps start next week. And then finally, I also provide private coaching to small business owners. So as I mentioned, implementing these things will help to make tax season less stressful, a lot less stressful. And you're going to be amazed at how simple these things are, but they make a huge difference. So the first thing that I recommend is that you create a folder on your computer to save all your receipts. The second thing I recommend is that you opt in to receive electronic receipts over paper receipts. So many retailers nowadays will ask you if you prefer a receipt via email or a paper receipt. Always opt in for the electronic receipt. Why? Because you can't lose those. Those are always in your inbox. You can find them at any time that you need them. And I'm going to show you today how easy it is to save those to that folder that we're going to create today. Step 3, keep paper receipts in an envelope by month. I know, I just told you don't get paper receipts, but there are still some retailers, for example, gas stations, that give you paper receipts. And so any paper receipts that you do have, I'm going to recommend that you keep in an envelope, and I'll talk more about that later on. Step 4, I want you to connect all of your business bank and credit card accounts to QuickBooks or whatever accounting software you use for your business. This is going to cut down significantly on the amount of time that it takes to enter information into your software. It's going to improve accuracy, and it's going to make reconciling those accounts a breeze. And that's actually the next step. Reconcile your business bank and credit card accounts on a monthly basis. Reconcile simply means making sure that all of the items or transactions that appear on your bank statement and your credit card statement have been entered into your accounting software. I will cover that in detail in a future video. Step 6, I want you to take a picture of all of those paper receipts, and I want you to upload those receipts to the receipt folder that we're going to create today in step 1. And so we'll talk more about how to do that in that video. And then the final step, I want you to attach your receipts to your transactions recorded in your accounting software. So for example, QuickBooks Online allows you to actually upload your receipt for a transaction to QuickBooks so that that actual document is saved within the software along with the transaction that you created for it. And so I absolutely recommend that if you have QuickBooks, you should be doing that. If you have an accounting software that allows you to do that, you should be doing that, okay? All right, so let's go ahead, and I want to cover how to create a folder on your computer to save all receipts. So each year, I create a new folder, okay? And this is not just for tax season or for taxes or for receipts, but every year I create a folder, as you can see, so that I can just sort of organize information and I don't have to look in one folder for everything that goes back multiple years. So the first thing I do is I create the folder for the actual year. So you would create a folder for 2023 or whatever the year is. And typically the way I do it is I always create the folder for the year that I'm filing the tax information, if that makes sense. So for example, all of my 2022 receipts currently are being filed in this 2023 folder. And then if you notice, I created a subfolder called tax documents. Now, I've named it this because I don't just store receipts in here, but I restore 1099s, I restore W-2s, I store all of my tax documents in one folder because it keeps it simple for me. So as you can see, I've already saved several documents within this folder. And so this is pretty much how I keep things organized. I'm pretty sure most of you know how to do this, but in case you don't, you want to go to your documents to create the folder. You want to click on New Folder. And let's just say we're going to create a folder for 2025, right? Because I haven't done that. So we'll say 2025. I'm going to hit enter. Once it accepts it, I'm going to double click on that folder because now my tax document folder is a subfolder within that I need to create. So once it opens up the 2025 folder, then I'll click new folder again. So let's do that. And this time, the name of this folder is called tax documents, okay? And it's that simple. Create those two folders, preferably in December if you can, so that when January 1 gets here and you start spending that money, you've got a place to go ahead and store those receipts right away, okay? Right now, I currently subscribe to Zoom, and they automatically charge my credit card on file each month. What I like about that is the day that they charge my card, I receive an email like this. And it has a really nice attachment of the receipt for that charge. So all I do is I click this arrow at the right of that PDF, I click Save As, and I head on over to my folder for tax documents, and then I'll name it. For example, you see it here, I've already saved this. Zoom payment, April 2022, boom, save, it's done, okay? The other nice thing about electronic receipts is even if you're not in the habit of saving these receipts in that folder, I know it happens, you get busy, maybe 2 or 3 months behind, maybe the whole year. The nice thing about that is where's the receipt? In your inbox. So you literally just have to come to your inbox, do a search, and pull up your receipts quickly. So that's why I always try to opt for electronic receipts over those paper receipts. All retailers aren't going to offer the electronic, so you're going to have some paper that you're going to have to keep. So here's what I recommend, that you purchase these envelopes from your local office supply store. And you need 12 of them, one for each month, okay? So you label them January through December. When January is over and you receive your bank statement or your credit card statement from your bank, I want you to pull all those receipts out. You're going to take a picture of each one with your phone, and I'm going to show you how to upload those to that folder that we just created today. It's that simple, and then you can get rid of that paper. The reason why you don't want to hold on to paper receipts is because typically the ink on those receipts fades. And I've had this happen to me where, by the time I get to that receipt, it's hard to read. And so you want to go ahead and scan those in as soon as you possibly can. So those are the 3 steps that we are going to cover today. As I mentioned, go ahead and head over to my website, and the link will be at the bottom of this video. Sign up for my newsletter so that you will be notified when the next videos come out. I am going to create a video for steps 4, 5, 6, and 7, so you don't want to miss out. And just finally, just a reminder, I have boot camps coming up this month. For the month of May, they start next week. They are all 90 minutes long. They start at noon and go till 1:30 Central Standard Time. The cost for all 3 total is $297. Head over to my website to register. I've got all the details on the agenda and everything. Don't forget to click the links below and purchase my new book, Mastering QuickBooks 2022. Thank you so much for joining me, and I'll see you next time.